What you're going to hear is things like, okay, it's in my living room, fantastic, let's go with first case scenario and best case scenario first. There's, my living room, fantastic. How many people can sit in your living room with the seating arrangements that you've got currently, including your chairs, your recliners, your love seats, your couches? How many people can sit in your living room, John? Let's say the number is 10. Okay, John, are there any other chairs in your kitchen that you could bring into your living room? Any folding chairs in your garage? Is there any other form of seating in your house that you can bring into your living room to allow additional seating? And they're going to say yes. Let's just say it's 4 to 6 people, so 6 additional chairs. That's 10 originally, 6 additional. That's 16 people can sit in John's living room. We need a number because we want to invite and get confirmation for double what can fit in his living room. So we are going to call as many people on those 4 lists over the next 2 days to populate that meeting in John's house, and we're going to get 32 people to say yes. So if your house holds 4 people, then we're going to get 8 yeses. If it holds 6 people, we're going to get 12 yeses. You get the point. It's double what your home can comfortably seat. Why? This is a very deliberate mindset. Because what's going to happen, every one of the people that we call, and you'll see here, I'm going to role play a call with you, they're going to be thinking as they're driving to your home for your meeting that network marketing doesn't work. What is John into now? This is going to be a waste of my time. I should be home watching Seinfeld reruns or doing something other than going to hear some guy speak and to support John. That's their mindset. That's what they're thinking. We can't stop that. Most of you who came to your first meeting and joined our team, you were thinking that. So go back to your own experience. So what's going to happen if we get 16 people now that have been invited? Okay? Invited. Not confirmed. You invite 16 people, most of them through email or through text messages, and you show up at the meeting and you have no idea who's going to show up because you just invited them. You don't even know whether they read the email or your text or not. You're just wishful thinking. What do you think is going to be your experience and theirs, considering they're driving to your house, if they're coming, driving to your house thinking that this is a waste of time? And they get to your home and they see all the couches and the 6 additional chairs empty. Or maybe 1 additional person or 2 or 3, maybe 4. They're thinking, I knew I shouldn't have come. It was a waste of my time. The results of your meeting are going to be dismal as far as people joining your team. However, if we get double confirmations for the amount of people your home can seat or your living room can seat, it's going to be a very different outcome. Because will people say they're going to come and not show up? Yes, that's network marketing. But all we want, and when we say double, when we've got 32 people committed to coming to John's first meeting, the 16 chairs will be filled, and there will probably be 5 to 10 additional standing around. So, standing room only meeting. Now what do you think the person who's coming to John's meeting, they're still thinking the same thing. It's what changes when they arrive. And they walk in and they see that all the couches are filled, the love seats are filled, there's extra chairs that are filled, and there's people standing around. There's some major shifts in thinking that are happening right away. Number 1, this is bigger than John thought it was going to be. They didn't plan very well. There's a lot of people here. That's great, because the more people, the greater their urgency to listen and pay attention, because they don't want to miss something. They don't want to miss something that someone else in that room would capitalize on before them. So your statistics for enrollments will go dramatically higher with a packed house. This is exactly what we want to accomplish. Please make note of this. So we will get this meeting scheduled. Now, if this is ideal, okay, and we have from today, Tuesday, to Thursday, as many calls as we need to make to get 32 confirmations, and this is what a call may sound like. Now, in your book, you have the invitation tab, the invite tab. Go in there and read some of them and develop your own. For instance, and this is, again, if you don't have this, you will have this. You don't necessarily need to make a photocopy of this. You will have this in yours. Just read it out loud. So this is an example of people who made this book, Seth Mulder and Mark Shinsato, some of the finest network marketers on the planet. This is what they say when they invite. It says, I've made a major change in my career. I'm working with a publicly traded company. It's a big deal, and I've got a chance to invite several of my closest associates to be involved. Now that is something I would personally never say. Seth and Mark use that wonderfully. That's the point. It's something that I wouldn't say, so I wouldn't say this. But I would use this as an example to develop something that I would say. Because the people that are on my lists, and that will be on your lists too, are the people that you love and care about the most. You don't want them to hear something that is contrived or that you had to work at and that was someone else's verbiage. Please make your own. This is just an example. So when I call, this is how I did it. And this is exactly how I share it with people. You can use a variation of this or create your own. The bottom line is it doesn't matter what it is, just so long as that you have a script and you write it out, that's something that you would say. And I say something like this. And because I made the calls to the team, because John was a little squeamish about making calls, I will make the calls here. And it will sound something like this. Let's say Bob is the first person on John's list. So when Bob answers the phone, "Hi Bob, my name is Dr. Nettles. I'm here with John. We are very excited about something. Say hi, John." So John's going to say hi to Bob to establish, number one, that he is actually on the phone and I'm not some whack job that got the guy's number somewhere. Hi Bob, this is Dr. Nettles. I'm sitting here with John. John, say hi." John says hello. "Bob, we've been discussing something. We're very excited about something, and we were discussing who we would like to bless it with, and your name came up. Do you have 9 minutes to go to your computer right now?" What do you think Bob's going to be thinking? First of all, who is this person? He's there with John, but what is this? They're kind of caught off guard sometime, and it's okay to say, this may be awkward. We understand. We just really want to share this with you. Do you have 9 minutes to go to your computer right now? Well, yeah. What is it? Don't tell him what it is. I say something like this. Bob, I would love to tell you, but it's easier to show you than to tell you. Do you have 9 minutes to go to your computer right now? Yes or no? Is this a bad time? He'll say, okay, it's either a bad time, yes, I'm in the middle of dinner, whatever it is. If it's yes, I'm in the middle of dinner, when can we call you back? Tonight or tomorrow? Let's say tonight. Great. What time? How about 9 o'clock? Okay, Bob, we're going to call you back at 9 o'clock. And then call back at 9 o'clock. But let's just say it's the former example. Bob says, yes, I've got 9 minutes. Go to your computer. Now, this is how I use it, and you can figure this out for yourself. About 70% of the time, I'm going to send them to YouTube. Unless John tells me this person is very much in favor of network marketing. Because most of the time people have heard something negative about it, or they're quite unsure, or maybe they had a negative experience with network marketing. You will not get any network marketing input on YouTube. So send them to YouTube. This is what I do most of the time, and I recommend you do. Tell them to go to youtube.com. Type in the name, or type in Pro Tandem. Don't tell them what it is. Pro Tandem, Protandem. And then space ABC Primetime. Hit enter. Can you see the one that's 9 minutes long? Yes, click on that and we'll call you back in 15 minutes. Now, as soon as they click on it, you're going to hear John Quinones say, would you like to turn back the clock by taking a few pills? Who wouldn't? You know they're watching it. Call them back in 15 minutes. Then you go to number 2 on the list and you call Mary. Same thing. Hi, Mary. My name is Dr. Nettles. I'm here with John. John, please say hi. He says hi. Mary, we're very excited about something and we'd like to share it with you because your name came up as we were discussing who we would like to bless with this. Mary, do you have 9 minutes to go in front of your computer, or is this a bad time? Sure. Okay, go to youtube.com, again, Pro Tandem, ABC Primetime, hit enter. Now Mary's watching the video. Now you want to have 2, maybe 3 people tops watching the video at any given time, because you're going to call Bob back in 15 minutes, then you're going to call Mary back in 15 minutes, and you don't want to go long, okay? So call them back, and this is what you say. We're still in the invitation, the 4th checkoff box. Bob, or you call him back, Bob, were you able to watch the video? Yes, and you want to make sure you ask, because as soon as they started watching the video and you got off the phone, maybe dinner got burned, or they served dinner, or the kids ran out the front door, or something, the bird got outside, whatever the case is, and stuff comes up. Ask, Bob, were you able to watch the video? Yes. Fantastic. What did you like about what you saw?